cost per click on Google Ads and paid advertising is increasing every single year. This is one of the biggest things that I hear from businesses, business owners, and clients consistently year on year over the last 10 years. How do I keep my cost per click on Google Ads and Facebook ads lower? Now, this video today is going to be some of the practical strategies that we do at MarketLead to help our clients on Google Ads get lower cost per clicks. Cost per click are basically this: how much do I pay per click to get someone to my landing page or website? Now, why this is the most important thing in your advertising is because it's a place where you can arbitrage to get better results in your Google Ads accounts to get more leads, more sales, and ultimately more profit. But over time, cost per clicks get more expensive. Why is that? Number one, there is inflation. Number two, there's more competitors in the market. And then number three, Google Ads always pushes up the price floor or the lowest amount that you can show for a cost per click for a certain keyword. So over the years, what I've noticed consistently is around a 5 to 15% increase in cost per click year on year. But there are certain ways that we've done at MarketLead to decrease that, and we're going to walk through that today. But the most important thing here today is to remember, the goal of Google Ads is to get the highest quality click possible to your website. Sometimes that might be $1, sometimes that could be $20 or more. But the goal at the end of the day is ultimately to get the price of a lead or a sale at the price that you want to get it for. So why I start off with that is because we're going to start off talking about cost per click, but at the end really focus on how do we ensure that we're getting the highest quality leads and sales for the best price in Google Ads. So let's begin. So the first strategy we're going to go over today is talking about quality score. Now, quality score is an interesting metric because it's a metric that's always been around in Google Ads, which basically shows out of 10 how relevant your keyword, ad, and landing page is going to be to the user's search. Now, the reason why it does this is to ensure that Google has the highest quality traffic going to the highest quality website. That way, users continually come back to Google to use it. So the first thing we tend to look at with our clients when we're auditing them and working with them is their quality score. The reason being is it actually identifies, is there a gap in the business or the website or the landing page and a disconnect between the user. So for example here, I've got the quality score of a client here, and you'll be able to see their data and quality score. But I'm going to rank this by impressions. Now, why I always start off with impressions is simply to see where the traffic or most of the searches are coming from before clicks. Because a lot of keywords that will actually have a high impression tend to have a medium to low quality score. The reason being is that we're showing a lot, potentially in a lower position, but not getting the clicks. If you tend to go for the highest clicks, you'll tend to get higher quality scores because it does have a correlation with high clicks and high quality score. Basically because higher quality score means you're more relevant, Google wants to show you higher, you're more likely to get a click. But when you get impressions, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're always going to get the click, which means you can actually start to audit it here. So we can see for this client, they're definitely getting a lot of 10 out of 10s, which is very rare, by the way. Now, these keywords that are here are non-brand as well. So this website's been doing a lot of SEO for years. And that's actually important, where we'll go talking more about the quality score, is that the SEO on the website or the landing page can enhance the quality score because it's being more keyword rich to be more relevant to the ad and the search term. But as we go down here, we can see 8s, 10s, 9s, 7s, and just 9s again. And those numbers are really good and they're very high. So the numbers I tend to operate with clients is around 7 to 8. 9 is great, 10 is usually exceptional, very rare, but a lot of businesses tend to be from the 3 to 5 range. And that's usually where the biggest gap is, because these keywords are keywords they want to show for, want to get clicks for, and ultimately want to get leads and sales for. So if you can identify those keywords by going to the report, all you need to go is to keywords, and then get all your keywords, and then go to columns, and then get quality score, you'll start to be able to identify low quality score keywords, which are the ones you need to focus on for improvement on the ads, improvement on the keyword types, or improvements on the landing page or website to ensure you get better quality traffic. Now, the reason why this is important is because at the end of the day, higher quality scores based on Google's documentation means you'll get a lower cost per click because you're more relevant. So the lower the quality score, the more you're going to have to pay to get that click to get someone to the website. So when you do optimizations to your website or landing page, it will increase your quality score, which will mean it will lower your cost per click. Now, The challenge here is that you might have a lot of keywords in a lot of areas you're going after. My recommendation is this. Go after the keywords that have the highest commercial intent. People specifically looking for your product or service and knowing that that's what you want. There are so many keywords that you can go after, and that's the amazing thing about Google Ads. But the more you go after, realistically, the less relevant it's going to be. You want to be going after the highest intent, highest quality traffic to your website. So optimize towards that. Now you can either reverse engineer going, what are the keywords that get the highest conversion rates, lowest cost per lead, or ultimately the best sales? Or you can go from the start going, what is our product or service actually, and then fix and optimize around that to get better quality traffic for that as well. So that is the quality score side. That's a few minutes on it. Obviously, there's a lot of strategies you can go about it, but my main recommendation will always be review this from the start, keep an eye on it. Don't be too attached to it. This is more of a forward-moving indicator to actually see, are our keywords relevant to our product and service? Because then we can get more clicks, more leads, and more sales. A lot of companies overlook this, and this is a huge gap. You make some minor changes to your landing page, and over a few weeks or a few months, these numbers increase, improve, and then all the metrics start to improve later on after it. In Google Ads, for the cost per click, you'll start to get more leads and sales. Now, the next two ways in Google Ads to get lower cost per click are two different bid strategies that we use with our clients at Market Lead. The first one is going to be manual cost per click for Google Ads, and the second one is going to be portfolio bid strategy with a maximum bid strategy. And I'll go through them individually. Google Ads have many bidding strategies, basically meaning different ways you can bid for traffic, get clicks, and get leads. Now, the biggest risk with those is a lot of them now you miss out on the opportunity to actually control your cost per click, which means you could be paying $1 for a click, $10 a click, $50 a click, or more, which I've seen in the past. Now with manual cost per click, the benefit of it is basically the name. You've got manual control over the cost per click. So you get to set the maximum bid limit that you want to use for that specific keyword. Now, why I love this, especially in new campaigns, new accounts, is because you can actually set the price ceiling to how much you want to pay. That's really important at the start of your campaigns, especially if you don't know what the search terms are going to be, the quality of the traffic, or the quality of the leads. You want to minimize wastage at the start of your account to ensure that you get highest quality traffic to the website or landing page to get leads in the future. So many times people start off with campaign types like maximum clicks or maximum conversions. They don't even have any data for Google to use to optimize towards, which ultimately means you're going to waste money. The goal of this video is to lower your cost per click, which obviously means that you want to be saving money or getting more cost-efficient clicks and leads. So this is the best one you can start off with. Always start off with manual CPC on your search campaigns, and you'll start to get outstanding results because you'll start controlling the traffic, controlling the quality, and also controlling how much traffic comes through within your budget. Now, the second one I want to show you here right now is a portfolio bid strategy. So it works on a Target CPA model, which is basically I want to be bidding to get a lead at a certain amount. But within that, for example, for this client, it's a $55 cost per lead target. But that could mean Google could charge $20 a click or $1 for a click. Now, we don't know that, but with portfolio bid strategy, it's a secret tactic within Google Ads where you can actually set a maximum cost per click bid. And we'll do that now. So we'll see that we've got this here with our CPA or cost per lead or acquisition target at $55. But if we click in here, or you can go into tools, budget and bidding bid strategies, you can go in here and then you'll be able to start to see any of them that you have. If you don't, you can click on portfolio bid strategies here. Now, what you'll be able to do is create your own ones here. So you press plus and we go Target CPA, and then we'll just name it something like Target CPA $55. And then I'll put in the max CPC target I'm putting in just for my naming conventions for this. Now I'll be selecting the ad account and then you put in your target CPA. So for example, it'll be $55. But this is where the magic happens. You've got to go to advanced options here and then put your maximum bid limit in. So for example, I want to be doing it at $6. The benefit of this is that you get the algorithmic power of Google Ads to go for conversions and leads, whilst also putting a maximum CPC limit on it as well, so you're not overpaying for your traffic. Now, you want to save this and apply it to your campaigns, Now, only do this for campaigns that already have leads in it, basically because it actually has something to optimize towards. The biggest risk in Google Ads is you get these automation models and these algorithmic models to start trying to get leads and conversions for you, but it has no data to optimize towards. You ultimately want to have so much control at the start of the campaign that you're getting a lot of data into the campaign, you're getting leads, you're getting sales, and then you flip it over to a bidding model where it can actually start optimizing towards those end conversion points that you've predefined in the past. So I would usually do this on campaigns when they've got about 10 to 30 conversions in the last 30 days. Back in the day, I used to say about 30, but I'm noticing from the data now you can do it earlier on. And especially with cost per clicks on Google Ads increasing over time, you want to make sure that you're getting cost-effective leads earlier on. So when these bidding models go after the data, you know you can actually achieve it as well. Now, the last thing I want to just go over on getting lower cost per clicks on your Google Ads accounts is really the understanding that the more you spend on Google Ads, the more data you get, and the more data you get, you can actually start to lower the cost per click. So whilst with a lot of campaigns, I arbitrage them at the start with lower cost per clicks, over time, I start to move them toward bidding models where I know what an appropriate cost per click is to ensure that I'm getting the best quality leads. Now, at the end of the day with Google Ads, the biggest risk that you will face, you're trying to get traffic cheaper through other channels, other mediums, other campaign types, but the quality of the traffic is poorer. If you've got specific keywords that you know turn into leads, I would put them into their own campaign. So there's a video I've got called Keyword Maxing, where basically I will take keywords that are high converting, 1 or 2 keywords, put them in their own campaign, and then with that campaign, we'll give it its own budget and its own strategy because I know those keywords turn into leads and sales at a higher rate than anything else. Now with that, I can actually bid more aggressively because I know I get better results. With lower cost per click, sometimes you can get caught in a trap of trying to think that your North Star is getting lower click quality, but the goal is actually to get higher quality leads at an appropriate price. Over time in Google Ads, the costs will continue to increase. There's nothing you can do about it, but your goal is to get very cost-effective leads and sales and know what specific keywords are getting you there and understanding the economics of it. Google Ads has different phases across the journey, from the first phase of setting up, second phase of onboarding and optimizing, and then all of the phased rollouts from there. You've got to know your numbers across the journey. And that's what we've noticed at Market Leads so much over the years, is so many people either just want something set up and set and forget. And that is just impossible in this day and age of advertising, with things changing so often and so fast that nothing is a set and forget anymore. It may be set very well, but needs extreme management and oversight to ensure that it's optimizing well, but you cannot forget it. There's nothing in the ad accounts that people can forget. One strategic change or one button push in the account can literally destroy it. I see that more and more and more now. So you've got to be very careful and very sensitive with your Google Ads accounts, especially around your cost per clicks, because if you drop them too low, you literally may lose all of your traffic, and then the algorithm and the data can lose all the momentum it's had. But also at the same time, if you give it too much wiggle room, then it'll actually overspend, and then you'll be getting a non-cost effective cost per lead as well. So I'm going to leave the video there, but just remember, cost per clicks can be reduced through the mediums and the strategies that I've just recommended, but through proper management and optimization and understanding the business numbers and metrics, as well as advanced optimizing with Google Ads and Facebook ads, you can get better cost per click. If you need to improve your Google Ads account, get more leads, get more sales, reach out to us at Market Lead. That's specifically what we do. I've been voted in the top 100 Google Ads experts for the last 3 years, so I'm willing to share all these strategies with you. But if you need help with your advertising account, reach out to us at Market Lead. That's what we specifically do to help you get more leads and sales for your clients. So I'll leave it there, but remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, but most importantly, enjoy.